And we bring in Steve Moore of the Heritage Foundation, who also helped Donald Trump put together the economic plan. Well, all right, let me first get your response on that. What I found certainly interesting and refreshing was he took a lot of questions from a lot of different media organizations, not just that last fellow from India, but, and I believe could be the first, one of the very first questions went to Fox Business's own Blake Berman. I don't think a presidential event like that has ever happened. We're pretty thrilled about that.
Well, Blake is hot. That's all there is to it. He's the hottest guy in news. So, by the way, I love the term that you used to describe that press conference. By the way, I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw a lot of it. Spicy is a good word to describe it. I was really impressed with the fact that Sean never backed down to the media. You know, a lot of people were kind of shouting at him, and I thought he was poised. And he's going to be a great, spokesman for this administration. The other thing is he laid out a pretty positive economic growth message and said, give us some time, we're going to get this done. I liked what he said about climate change. The real challenge here is to deal with the environment and the economy at the same time, and I think that's exactly the right approach.
You know, let's bring up the economy, and what I found very interesting is not only did he meet with big C-suite names this morning, and we're talking about Ford, Mark Fields of Ford, and he also met with Elon Musk of Tesla, which I found very refreshing because you got electric vehicles and then you've got the older school companies, not to mention Dow Chemical, Andrew Liveris. But then at this very moment, and these, of course, are pictures from this morning's meeting. There's Elon Musk to the left. I think that a lot of people are going to look at that and say, well, wait a minute. He isn't just old school, bring back coal and let's bring back fossil fuels. But right now, he is having a meeting with union leaders, Steve, which in a way might very well make Democrats nervous because they have been in the past that party of the union members.
I couldn't agree more. And, you know, it's interesting if you look at the election returns in those Midwestern states that won the election for Donald Trump. We know that a lot of traditional Democratic voters from union households switched over and voted Republican for Donald Trump. I think it's masterful that Trump is reaching out to a lot of these industrial unions. I'm not in the room. I don't know what he's saying to them, but I bet what he's saying is, look, I'm going to bring back a lot of these industrial union jobs. I'm going to bring back manufacturers. That's good for the country, and that's good for the unions as well.
We're circling, just so you know, we're circling Elon Musk. Of course, he's got an auto company, but he also has a battery company that he is making in Nevada, which meant a lot of jobs. At the time, some Republicans eviscerated Elon Musk, saying, oh, he got too many, even though it was Brian Sandoval, the Republican governor of Nevada, who helped give him the tax breaks. These are the kinds of things you want. Don't you want to help businesses along? And it almost seems as if Donald Trump is now saying that's not going to be a negative in the future.
You know, I think I could argue both sides of that. I mean, I think on the one hand, we want to be, this should be a pro-business administration to help our businesses succeed, no question about that. But there's a very fine line between being pro-business and being in favor of corporate welfare and handouts. Now, look, Elon Musk, according to a lot of reports that are very credible, has received $5 billion in federal subsidies for his various companies, SpaceX and Tesla and so on. I don't believe, and I don't think most taxpayers believe, in giving handouts to corporations. So, yes, be pro-business, but don't throw federal tax dollars at these companies. Does that include incentives for big oil? Well, yes. You know, if oil companies are getting tax breaks, those should stop. But by the way, don't forget, no industry in America has paid a higher tax rate than the oil and gas companies, and they've been instrumental to growth.
Indeed,
so I want
billions.
a level playing field when it comes to energy.
Okay, you know what? Let me bring up this, back to the union guys, because right this very second, and I want our viewers to know that this is actually something that before our very eyes we may be witnessing quite a sea change, and that is that the traditionally Democratic union vote may very well be thrilled with the Donald Trump who has gotten rid of the U.S. involvement in the Trans-Pacific Partnership. Jimmy Hoffa, the Teamster president, has just put out this statement, and I want to read it to you. With this decision to get rid of the TPP, the president has taken the first step toward fixing, folks, listen to this part, 30 years of bad trade policies that have cost working Americans millions of good-paying jobs. 30 years encompasses quite a few Republican and Democratic presidents, Steve.
Sure does. And what you're getting here is this strange bedfellows coalition with Donald Trump. Now, what Donald Trump did today with the TPP probably doesn't sit so well with a lot of the free trade Republicans, but it's very popular with the more, pro-union Democrats. So Trump is not a conventional Republican. I think that's one of the things we're learning right out of the gate here with respect to his policies. Yeah.
Steve, it's great to have you. Thank you so much.